Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be opening the Bargain Bead Box with you. I'm going to get straight in as it's just going to be a quick opening as I do receive it a little bit later than everybody else. So let's get in. So here we have sparkling blue goldstone emulates the glittering summer stars. Goldstone is a man-made material dating back to at least 16th century Italy, created with a careful balance of glass and metal oxides heated at low oxygen levels until precise temperatures are reached. While brown goldstone colour derives from copper, blue goldstone uses cobalt to create its signature midnight shine. Also included in your package this month you'll find sparkling crystals, glazed porcelain triangles and an array of silver finished findings. Now, if you would like to get this box for yourself, in America it is about $15.95. In English that is it works out to about £17.95. Now I'm going to quickly open this up and sort it out according to our shipment key. I will be back once I have gotten everything in order to show you. Right then, let's blast through these bags. Bag 1 is 20 pieces of 8mm blue goldstone faceted round beads. Blue goldstone is my absolute favourite because it to me also represents the sky. It does a beautiful job of that, and I absolutely am in love with the amount of goldstone I've received in this package. I went and got some white paper to try and show you even better, but I figure out in a moment that zooming out will do this. Bag 2 is a 15-inch strand of 6mm blue goldstone round beads. Again, I'm in love with blue goldstone, so I'm happy to get this amount of it. I will definitely put it all to good use. And I'm going to zoom in and just show you exactly how sparkly this strand is. I was very impressed with this strand. I have gotten strands in the past which were not very speckly at all, and I really did like this particular strand of goldstone. And here is where I figure out I can show you these faceted, the first bag close up to show you how beautiful they are also. Next up is bag 3. This is 10 pieces of 10mm English cut blue goldstone faceted round beads, and these are exceptionally beautiful. I really like these. I never used to be a fan of the English cut, but I really do love these beads. They are stunning. Next up is bag 4. This is 6 pieces of 9x15mm glazed porcelain rectangle beads in turquoise shimmer, and these are just stunning. I really love the rainbow on these, that AB finish. These are some stunning porcelain beads, and I will definitely put these to good use and make a video on what I will be making with those. I'm going to leave those out right there so we can look at them. Bag 5 is 2 sets of 19x15mm round toggle clasps with 12mm charms. I always love to have a different toggle clasp. I do wish they were double-sided, but that's not particularly a bother to me, as most of the time the toggle clasps aren't what you're paying attention to anyway. Bag 6 is a 42x38mm blue goldstone and pewter fancy round pendant. I have big bead embroidery plans for this one, guys, in future videos, not in today's video. Today will be a straight out of the box, as you will see, but I have big plans for this. as I zoom in, you will see just how sparkly and gorgeous this pendant is. It's very dark as well, so the light does need to hit it right. Hello there, you can see me. I found that rather amusing. And you can see my setup there as well, my phone hanging over. But yes, I have some immense plans for this one, bead embroidery plans, so look out for that video. Bag 7 is a 20 pieces of 7mm scrolled bead caps, and these are very pretty. They go nicely with the toggle clasps we received. They have a very similar design to the fancy pendant, and it's always handy to have some bead caps. Bag 8 is a 10-gram bag of 10mm floral 4 loop links, and these are beautiful and very unusual. I can't wait to see how I can put these together. They're double-sided, which is very good. I like some double-sided stuff, especially when it comes to links, as that can fall either side a lot of the times. But I'm thinking of trying to add them in a diamond shape here for a pair of earrings, perhaps. But I did try this out and it didn't work very well. I think I need to try a different method for that. Bag 9 is 2 pieces of 12 by 20mm glass cylinder beads. These are absolutely lovely. They have an exquisite finish on them there. They look very expensive for beads and I really like them. They are beautiful. Bag 10 is 5 grams of 5mm steel jump rings. I'm not going to get those out because we know what jump rings are. Bag 11 is 100 pieces of 4mm steel spacer beads. I'm going to get one of these out just to have a look inside, and I don't know if you can see, but they are hollow. They aren't solid with a hole drilled through, but I will still find a use for them. I quite like to do a lot of bead embroidery, and of course we like light beads for that, so they will come in handy no matter what. Bag 12 is 4 pieces of 17 by 6mm fancy scrolled oval beads, and these have a good weight to them. They're absolutely beautiful. They're a very good size, and I don't know what I'm going to use them for, with being only 4, but I will find a use nonetheless, as they are very beautiful. Bag 13 is 20 pieces of brass 3mm crimp tubes. These, I understand why they've sent them, but at the same time these particular crimp tubes will not fit into these clamshells, so I really think we could have done with a smaller size, but at the same time I will use them. I will use these also. I will use everything that I get, I always do. But I do think for this particular box and the theme of it, we could have used a smaller crimp tube. So that was also the bag 14 20 pieces of clamshell style bead tips. Bag 15 is 10 meters of 7 strand 0.45mm tiger tail beading wire. I like to have a bit of beading wire. It's a good amount too. This does mean that I can make a straight out of the box with no issues as well. I have everything here to make a straight out of the box, which is fantastic. Bag 16 is 90 piece strand 4mm crystal bicone beads in topaz. These are beautiful. They are absolutely stunning, and I will use them. I'm not they do go with the blue goldstone here, but I don't know, I'm really not sure if there had been something else orange maybe, but I'm not sure quite how these fit in. But I will use them. Bag 17 is another 90 piece strand of 4mm crystal bicone beads, but this time in sapphire. Again, they are absolutely beautiful. I love them. I will use them. I'm not sure they fit with the blues that are in this box, but that's just my opinion. And our final bag is 20 pieces of 8mm crystal barrel beads, pale steel blue shimmer. These are absolutely stunning. I cannot wait to find uses for these because these are very expensive looking, and the sparkle on them is amazing. Those I really love. So that was our quick run through of the Bargain Bead Box this month. Again, I love it. I can make a straight out of the box, which is fantastic. So I'm going to start rummaging through and designing what I'm going to make today. So I've decided to go with a bracelet today. To do that, I'm going to measure out about 8 inches, which is a workable length for me, of this tiger tail wire, because my bracelet is going to land at about 6 inches for my ridiculously flimsy wrist. Once I have that, I can start to lay out the pattern which I like. I've decided to use one of the English cut beads as my center bead, and I'm going to work out either side from there. At some point, I'm not sure when, I paused the footage and I forgot to put it back on. So here I'm back again with the design mostly laid out. I've used an English cut bead, 2 of the crystal barrel beads, and I have used 4 so far of the 6mm blue goldstone, and some of the spacer beads and some bead caps. So first up, I'm adding our first crimp tube, and I've decided to only add the crimp tube and not use the shallot tips because, like I said, they are not going to go over this. I'm going to get screamed at in the comments for this, but I do not know where my crimp pliers is. So I'm going to flatten the crimp tube, bend it slightly, and then use the pliers to bend them the rest of the way to make it a little neat, and basically do the same job that the crimp tubes would have done anyway. Now that I have a plug, so to speak, on one end, I'm going to go ahead and start laying out my design, and I'm going to fill up with the spacer beads and blue goldstone beads until I reach about 3 inches, or about the middle of where I want to be, and then I'm going to add my feature design in the middle there. So as you can see here, I'm almost ready to start adding the feature design. I just want to add a couple more blue goldstone and a couple more spacer beads, and then I'm going to add my feature design in the middle and add the exact same amount of blue goldstone and spacers as I've put on this side. And here I am having a double check just to make sure it is going to go around my wrist, and as you can see, that's going to be a perfect fit for my wrist. So I'm going to add my crimp tube, and I'm going to add that in exactly the same way because I still didn't find my crimping pliers. So as I bring the tiger tail down and through the crimp tube, I want to go down a couple of beads as well. I'm going to do the same thing as I did last time. You see there's a lot of movement in there, which is nice. You don't want it too tight, you want that little bit of movement. So you want to grab your pliers, flatten it, bend it just ever so slightly to start it off, and then use the pliers to bend it the rest of the way. Trim that tail off. And now I'm going to use our jump rings to attach that toggle clasp. Usually I would add the charm onto the end of an extension chain, but since I'm not going to add an extension chain, I'm just going to stick it on the jump ring here. And here we have a beautiful completed bracelet. This is a really beautiful bracelet, I believe, because the crystal barrel beads finish it off so beautifully. They just look so expensive. They really make the whole piece stand out. They frame that English cut goldstone beautifully. As you can see, you can't really see the charm, but I can always take it off and put it onto something else. And that's our beautiful bracelet. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you would join me for future videos. I popped it over into the sunlight there so you could see how it sparkles in the sun there. It's an absolutely gorgeous bracelet. I'm so pleased with it. Please join me for future videos, and please like and subscribe. If you'd like to see more, consider joining us on Facebook. The link for that is in the description. And don't forget, I have big bead embroidery plans for this pendant. I also have some unique ideas, or I hope they're unique, to do with these, so please stay tuned. Take care, and I'll see you in the future.